It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter will be had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of Galean, where our intrepid adventurers have been through a lot in a short few days. They met each other, ran into the forest, ran into owlbears, and fought elf spirits, got clues as to how to find the Sundering Stone that Casimir is looking for, and headed back to town. Found out where the woman Jundej might be living, who had originally given them to Clyde the Pinkathist earrings, and Edward decided to murder some people. Also
Just
shapeshifted and tried to murder another one.
Homicide and
Decided
attempted
to murder
homicide.
two. Only succeeded with one. And then ran into the woods. They all reconnected. Found out that Edward is actually Ed and Ward, a raccoon, and his alien symbiont. And Edward can shift between various forms that Ward has been connected to, and then trekked their way a few days east of the village of Sowald, past some barrows in the fog, and met the halfling woman Jundej in her cabin. Casimir was able to notice that the entire room was full of
Honey.
magical energy, especially focused around the woman herself. And then you all decided to step aside for a conversation after she revealed that she had been expecting you all. And that is where we will rejoin you. You all stepped aside for a conversation as Jundej the halfling is sitting in a large comfy armchair, knitting away happily.
I don't remember who called the
Yeah, as soon as
confab.
we all get to the side and Edward, the one who called the confab, gets there, he goes, I forgot what I was going to say.
You called the meeting, so what's going on?
Oh no, I should have written it down.
Oh. Well...
I'm going to ask a terribly insensitive question. Do you know how to write?
I don't know what he does.
Oh, come
enough.
on!
Your
You
roommate.
know that question's insensitive.
I don't care.
Oh, no, not you. The can you read or write question?
Yeah, I know. That's why I was
All right, yeah, cause yeah. Sorry, sometimes I forget you're a bird.
It's all... Sometimes I forget you're a... Wait, what the hell are you again?
That's a good question. Something about
Trash
her
panda.
creeps me out.
Yeah, she knew that we were coming.
Yeah, who does that? Who knows? Like, was she watching?
Yeah.
Wizard.
Yeah. Was she creepy? Is she creepy? Is she a creep?
Divination wizard. What do you mean? I'm leaning creepy.
No, she's simply so soaked in the magic that, well, reality starts to warp around a person who's been this saturated with magic for so long. Quite simple, actually. She has prescience. She can detect the future.
Oh, that's what saturated means.
Saturated,
Divination.
soaked in, based in, if you will.
I like based.
Moist.
Ah, moist. Wonderful word. Love saying that word. Moist. Moist, moist. Such a good
Moist.
word to say. Moist.
My skin is crawling.
Moist.
For some reason, that comes clear. That comes clear or blah.
Clearly.
He knows the word moist.
He can clearly translate better than I can at the
would
moment.
know the word moist.
For those of
It
you
comes-
who are watching who hate that word, I'm sorry. I think we just said that half a dozen times. Oh no,
Yes.
well over a dozen
Moist,
times.
moist, baby. Dun,
Oh,
dun, dun,
boy.
dun, dun, dun.
Oh, God.
I don't think
Okay,
we can
but-
do more than that, or we will
but
get
seriously,
copyright struck
is
for
this-
that by that
yes.
guy.
Is this so divination? Does that mean like there's a deity or something? I'm gonna look around the room and just see. Can I see anything religious? For any deities?
Give me a investigation check, please, or religion check.
Or religion check. I'll take religion.
I'll take religion for plus
Plus
5.
8.
Plus 8. Damn.
I rolled a 5, so 13.
Oh. Okay.
That's how
still
you know you're good.
You can roll low and get high.
Uh-huh.
Nothing stands out as particularly religious.
Okay. Should we ask her? Like,
Should we ask her if she's creepy?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Glad goes over to her.
Are you creepy?
Oh, some might say so, dear. But
We think you're a little bit creepy. Have you been
Oh, I
watching
know.
us? My magic friend says that you know the future. Like you've been like moist with magic.
Did she say what I think she said? My God.
Is that funny?
That's the DM, not her. Although she definitely,
Were you raised in a meadow?
Yeah, I think she
she
was.
Yeah, actually, I kind of was. How'd you know? Are you creepy too?
Yes,
No! In the
clearly
Feywild,
he's
I know.
clearly he's moist with magic.
So you're creepy?
I wouldn't say that. I know some things, important things.
But why?
But why? Oh, because you're all important.
But why do you know?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because when
And
Because when important things happen in the world, they trigger waves in time, in history, in magic, all sorts of things. And some people can pick up those ripples in advance. Like if you threw a rock into a pond, you might not have been the one to throw the rock or even seen the rock hit, but you know something landed in that pond.
because I threw it.
Yeah.
Say Casimir over there threw a rock, and you turned around and saw ripples in the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Would you know that someone, or would you realize that something had dropped into the pond?
If I watched him throw it in,
But your back was turned.
You didn't say that. Okay.
I was sure I did. Time is very odd sometimes. Sometimes I forget what I've actually said and what I planned
So
to
if I
say.
didn't see him throw it and I knew a rock fell in.
Yeah.
No,
He's
would I
trying
know
so
that you
hard.
threw it?
Not that he threw it, but you could know that something landed there. Or, let me try a different way to explain this.
Edward pulls out a
Like
bag
steam is coming out of
roasted
her
nuts.
ears. She's just like, I don't understand what's going on.
roasted nut
What
for
does
the
he
show.
have?
Would you hold up?
Just a bag of roasted nuts as we enjoy the show.
So, imagine that you went into a cave and found a handprint on the wall in paint. Someone had dipped their hand in paint and put their hand on the wall.
Mm-hmm. We're finger painting
You would-
now?
Yes.
Okay.
So you would see that someone had finger painted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So because important things in the world are like the handprint, and I come into the cave and see that something has happened.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is this just Mordekainen's cave parable?
Not at all. It's far too simplistic. Although I do appreciate the metaphors.
She's gonna lean over to the group.
Guys, she's too crazy for me. And I'm crazy.
No, it's because he's using metaphors. Tell her to try a meta 3.
Can you try a
Maybe
meta
meta 2.
3?
Meta 3.
I don't think I can handle
let's
this,
see.
guys.
She walks away.
At this point, Carl is just dying on Casimir's shoulder, actually.
um,
Alright.
well, if it's any consolation, madam, I found your explanation quite enlightening. Quite enlightening. So have you felt the giant ripple that set it our way?
Does he actually say that?
Yes.
Oh, which one are you talking about, dear?
Oh,
Oh, the one that'll end everything.
You'll have to be more specific.
Oh, crap.
Oh, fantastic. Good to know. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Hang on. How many ripples?
There are always ripples, darling.
I do not have a tiny brain. Okay, I have a tiny brain. I'm a raccoon, not a monkey.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a...
I don't understand.
Now, Casimir. So, as
Oh,
I
don't
said,
worry.
there are many ripples, and I know of several. Some of which you don't need to worry about. You know, fate will guide them as they need to be.
it moves along.
But I know there's one very large one that you happen to be thinking of.
Yes, I assumed you would know what I was referring to.
Yes. So,
She's moist. Right?
Yes, my dear. Very moist.
Yeah. Okay.
With magic.
I got that one.
by the way, you three, it's only because Clyde is here that I am allowing that language. I would appreciate it if it wasn't always put so. Thank you.
Yeah, quite right, my lady. Quite right. Where am I?
I don't think they can
I
help
do.
it.
Clyde,
That's why
she's
I
been
said
finger painting.
Yeah.
Or others have been finger painting, and she's found the paintings. Anyway, yes, you were saying.
So, yes, I'm aware of the one you're thinking of. Did you have any specific questions about it?
Oh, very simple. Does the item I seek do what I want?
It does.
Excellent. Second
But
question.
you never asked what about the cost.
I'll ask, what about the cost?
Cost. Believe me, at this point, I've already paid more than any man should ever have to pay. Cost is irrelevant.
What if you're not the one paying?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even better.
Whoa now, okay, hang on. If you're not the one paying, then we're the ones paying.
What? No, why would you be paying?
That's a good question. Why would I be paying? If you're not the one paying, Carl's the one that's going to be paying.
Paying shit!
What? Carl has always struck me as quite wealthy for a raven.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, you got stuck with the fancy hobo wizard, right?
Yes, the hobo wizard who makes his living entertaining children's parties.
Yeah, it's super
My
hard.
parents tip very well.
Incredibly.
He could pay you in pennies, I guess.
That's all they do pay him in.
Didn't
Why
Or
do you think he has
balloons.
to sleep in his
How about
tiny hut?
balloons? Do you like balloons, moist
no,
lady?
no, they might bring him to. He might float away.
Veil Pip on cue of hearing balloon does just start pulling out balloon animals.
I love balloons.
See, he's got great value. He brings smiles and happiness. He's worth something.
Veil Pip is just gonna
Pretty
pass
value.
Clyde a little pink pony.
I love this. I'm never getting rid of it ever.
She's gonna be so heartbroken with her flights.
Oh crap! Now Veil Pip's gonna just have to keep respawning those every 20
Those balloons.
Uh-huh.
Every night, replace it by her bed.
Well, this is a brand new one.
Wants a
Maybe
little
she-
off color. It's like, is this purple?
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
old.
Each time he's just gonna replace it with something a little bit more sturdy until the balloon becomes
Don't-
like a stuffed animal instead.
Don't worry,
He's just gonna
Casimir
do it
will.
slow enough that she won't notice.
Casimir will not tell her to go show her new toy to the family of porcupines.
I will.
Tell her to go play in the grass with it because those little sharp blades of
Oh yeah. Casimir will sigh with obvious distaste and say, "Not that I care, but what is the cost to... What is this cost that you hint at that someone else will have to pay?"
A direct question. I appreciate that. Sadly, you're not ready for it yet. For the answer, that is.
Casimir does his like neck crack to the side of the side thing, and looks at Edward and, "Can you believe this?"
No, I can't. I mean, does she expect us to stay here for like a week or something?
Apparently.
Okay, I guess we'll come back tomorrow for the answer.
Yeah,
Veil
I'll
Pip
just-
would like to pass Casimir one neck brace.
Edward just takes it.
Watch him twist around anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, they've got it made out of hook and loop.
Oh,
That's a good third wall, fourth wall.
it's
Oh,
that's good.
fucking.
You teabagging the fourth wall at this point.
We have been this whole campaign, let's face it.
Oh yeah, have the fun.
Casimir's patience is
So-
clearly wearing thin, but he will make one more attempt and say, "Are you saying that I'm not ready to know the cost, or I'm not ready to pay the cost?"
Both.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Casimir wants to kill her so badly right now.
I got a pretty direct question for you. Are we ever gonna get like a genuine, truthful, useful answer, or are you just gonna speak in like these parables the whole time?
So you don't understand what she says either?
Uh-uh.
Okay. I'm not the only one.
I'll be honest, I haven't understood shit she said.
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking the question. Like, are we wasting our time here, or should we just be carrying on? Because I'm ready to carry on. This is pretty cool one person in the past few days. I'm ready for another.
Did we pay her? Did we at least pay her so we can just fuck off?
Oh, yes, we should do that.
Pay her?
For the
No,
Yes.
no. She owes us it now for wasting our time.
I'm not the one who came to my door.
Yeah.
You just see Carl over there preparing an invoice.
They're typing it up on a typewriter.
A little typewriter.
Yes.
No. One of those old school adding machines
Oh.
that's got like the little lever on it.
Let's go over the minutes here. We've been here
No,
for a total of 20 or so minutes. We're charging 2 gold per minute.
It's gotta be a freaking Rolodex.
You did get tea.
I'll try to
that's
be
deductible.
a little more specific.
Ah, excellent.
You see Carl add some addendums. This better be good information.
Cost involves the echoes and memories of what once was.
Oh.
And the difficulties are that the stone will do what it does, but it won't stop at merely what you want it to do. It could be used for sundering so many things. Once that power gets released into the world, it can effect great and dangerous changes.
Right.
And as to wasting your time, she reaches down behind the knitting bag and holds up a little stone of amethyst.
Oh, look, she's got another.
Hey, my earring.
Yes.
You just see Carl have to go, oh shit, and have to deduct a whole bunch.
So that's one of our kids.
She's calling them children because they whisper.
Quiet children.
Is that a thing?
Is what the guy said.
Huh.
But you're right, I haven't met any.
All right, well, see, there we
How
go.
many is that now? How many do we have?
That'll help.
4, I
3,
think.
4.
Or
We need how many?
Ow. 5?
Actually, do we know how many we need?
7?
Was that ever?
I don't have numbers on my list.
12?
it said, I don't know why I said this, 4 to 5.
Sorry, I thought I left my oven on.
That would be a bad
Okay.
thing.
So now
would
we
be.
have
I did not.
3?
You have
Oh,
4.
we have 4.
Now we have 4.
So we can technically do it, right?
I don't want to pet that. Come here.
I have 4 kids.
I'm sorry.
No, but they're the quiet kids. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you
Alright.
so much for not wasting our time.
She
I'm
makes it
sorry
sound
you're
friendly.
You what?
soaked. That sounds stressful. I wouldn't want to know all that.
It's a lot. Fortunately, knowing the things helps with knowing the things.
How do you do that again? Know the things, that is.
Finger painting. That's what she said.
Really? Wow.
It is. The magic that I live in is connected to the strings and webs of fate.
Oh.
see omens. I know and speak omens.
Do you like do you read cards?
Don't.
A diviner who doesn't divine through cards. That is an oddity.
Maybe she talks to Oman.
Veil Pip would like to. Can you roll Arcana to figure out what kind of chicanery she's up to?
Yeah.
Wait. How much are these blue dice? I haven't rolled these before. Watch them be the unluckiest dice I've ever had. That was a 6 plus 8, so 14 in total.
You
I
know
had a
that
really good
that's-
Arcana bonus.
Yeah. You know that that's there are types of almost they're more like sorcerers, like they don't have to study per se. Some people are just born with an inherent connection
Like a seer?
to yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, there are people that you've heard of that don't need a physical thing to see things that are happening. There are people who can do that, where the magic will affect and show hints at what's coming, or that can guide people. But some people do just know it of themselves, or seemingly of themselves.
Oh, you're just gonna hear Carl go, "Ah, the seer! She can just see things that are there. She doesn't need any bones, she doesn't need any tea leaves, and she doesn't need, any psychedelics to understand the other side. She just sees." I mean, I'm sure they probably help, but you don't need them.
All right, now listen.
Speaking of which, does anyone else want tea?
Veil Pip will take more tea.
Yes, please. Thank you, and sorry for saying I wasted you wasted our time. Can you please give us a divine reading?
You
That looks
just see
painful.
Carl add another line. He's like, divine rating.
Is that a positive or a negative?
No, that's definitely gonna cost us.
No. The
Clyde
correct
is gonna
answer is
come up
depends on the
next
result.
to Ed and give him a bean in his little pot.
That's for being a good boy and saying please and thank you. Painful.
I know that looks completely innocuous to us, but I can only imagine that in character it is just the most overly toothy, this is a rabid raccoon about to bite you look.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Inside Ward is
I
laughing.
pat your head.
Unfortunately, I can't say much more. The ripple effect shows that you can only see elements of what there is. So I see that there is great change coming, that you all do need to find the stones, but what happens from there is unclear and shaped by what you all will do. Casimir would probably describe better what's coming.
So time pivots on the heel of the FOCers. That's what we called ourselves, right? I mean, we're settled on that name, right?
Ah, yes,
I thought it was the orange
FOCers.
cats. I thought it was the orange cats.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
the,
FOCers
the-
stands for.
The furry orange cats.
Ah,
Yeah.
4 orange cats.
4 orange
Yeah,
cats,
orange
that's it. Yeah.
cats.
No, it's the fucking orange cats. It's those effing cats with one brain cell, and none of them have it right now.
Technically, 2 of us have 2 brains.
Yeah, It's just like patty cake, baker's pan.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm not happy with it, but I can accept that. Well, I can't accept that, but it's complicated.
So, Casimir turns to leave, and then stops and looks back over his shoulder. Says, "Can the ripple be stopped?"
Yeah.
If it's not stopped, will it affect them?
Yes.
Well then, we have a work cut out for us, don't we? He will turn and walk out the door.
Thanks for the tea, lady. It was nice.
Yes, as are you, Clyde. It was a pleasure.
She's just gonna like hold her little balloon animal and like walk out.
Carl's just gonna turn to Veil Pip like, you know you're going to regret that, right?
Edward.
Hmm.
I know I can't tell you much more, but I also know that you'll find out more of what you need as you go.
I hate that.
Think of it. Oh, many people do. But if Clyde hadn't met me in the market, she wouldn't have heard about a certain free beer tent and might not have run into all of you. And you all wouldn't have found out about stones.
You know what you're saying, right? But ultimately, if the world ends, it's your fault. And put the tea down. And leave.
Veil Pip is just going to pull out like 2 gold and leave it in front of her, and he's just gonna hear like, sorry, my friend doesn't know how money works. We're kind of broke too, so
Oh, no need for that unless it makes you feel better.
I mean, you're just gonna see Veil Pip slowly. Actually, no, not Veil Pip. You're gonna see Carl's like little feathers come up and just slowly pull them back off the table where they were at.
Nice.
Like, Veil Pip may be okay giving the money away, but hey, Carl likes the finer stuff. And you just
Like
gonna
a
hear Veil
hotel
Pip go, thank you. Yes, thank you for the tea. Fuck that hotel room. And then
A lot
Veil
of
Pip
gold.
and Carl are gonna follow out the rest.
Why do I have so much gold?
I was just thinking the same thing. I don't think we spent our starting gold, but they did.
I
So,
definitely,
spent
I
mine.
definitely did, because wizard needs wizard stuff.
I didn't spend a penny of it. So
I have
I've still got.
800.
Yeah, that was our starting gold. I'm at
Oh,
809 because I've stolen some.
Okay. How
See,
did I
I'm
get
a
all
wizard. I
this
needed spell books and this magical stick that
yeah.
lets me bonk mimics. And
I've only got 300.
I also got this ring that keeps me warm even in all weather. Actually,
Ew.
Those are good. Those are very useful.
Were
Underrated
we
items.
supposed to get? We were supposed to get some sort of items.
yes.
With that money. Yeah, at the
Okay,
start of the campaign.
He consciously chose not to do that,
I did.
and as the forever GM, I understand that he's probably on to something. What the heck? You can't be Clyde. You can't Clyde a Clyde. Come on.
I think
I
she
don't
just
know.
Clyde a Clyde.
I did.
You Clyde.
I'll have to figure
That's
that
funny.
out later. Anyway,
It's a Clyde-tastrophe!
yeah, that's her
Yeah.
name.
Clyde just shows up with this big bag of gold on her back, not
Back.
realizing that she was supposed
Hi, guys.
to spend it in the tutorial level.
What do I do with all this stuff?
Where did
Kinda
you
shiny.
get that?
I found it.
Found it.
We're never letting her go.
No. No.
Sorry,
Must
I
be-
can't help
Must be
it.
must be protected at all costs.
We must protect the cinnamon bun. She's too pure for the sinful earth.
Cinnamon bun.
Edward's
I thought it was a
gonna
starfish.
just run up to Casimir and climb up his leg as he's walking. Just sit on the shoulder. You made a deal with something, and you need to break it. I don't think she knows what she's talking about. If you're ready to do that, you're ready to do this too.
He stops and stands for a minute and says, "What's coming has to be prevented. But I'm not sure of... But I agree, I don't know if she knows what she's talking about. I don't know if it's possible."
Well, I guess we could take the stupid morals she gave us. We won't know until we get there.
What about you and your stupid deal? Don't you ever wish to be free of it?
All the goddamn time! Nice.
Beautiful.
Sincerely soda. Yeah, what he said. Oh, there's a little downside for me, though. I'll lose my smarts.
You'll go back to just being a normal raccoon then.
Yep.
You know they make some special hats for that.
They do?
Yes, they make oh, what do they call them? Oh, I can't remember the name of them, but they make hats that make you more intelligent. All kinds of wizards love those things because, you know, wizards love to pretend to be more intelligent than they actually are, but
So
maybe
your
it
hat
makes
is
a
Veil
difference.
Pip?
Actually, Veil Pip is, one second. Veil Pip's hat is special, actually.
No, he's just that dumb usually.
Ow!
That's what I thought he was gonna
Wow.
say.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting too.
No, it's the hat of wizardry, so no, it doesn't actually do anything to make it more intelligent. But Veil Pip isn't going to pull it off, because good lord, you're not going to see what's under his hat. Come on.
It's another hat.
Yeah, Veil Pip
Just keep
pulls his
taking it
hat.
off.
Veil Pip pulls his hat off, and it's just another smaller hat.
Baller hat, yeah.
That's a party trick. Is there a cat underneath that?
Actually, no, he pulls his hat off, and it's just progressively different hats. The second one's one of those little party caps with a fuzzy top. The second one is like a NASCAR cap with beer cozies on the side. The third one is one of those great big tall Lincoln caps, and then the fourth one is just like the pyro mask from Team Fortress. Just
And then underneath that is the helicopter hat.
yes, helicopter hat's right after that. Then after that, it's that paper mache World War II hat again.
Need to throw in like an extra tall top hat.
That was the Lincoln top. That was the Lincoln.
Oh, the
hat.
Lincoln top hat, yeah.
All right. Well, we've heard what I guess what we're supposed to do. We're on the right path. Set off by an old lady. Blah blah blah. Whatever. We doing this? You all? He turns. He spins on the hip, on the shoulder to face everyone else behind. Slaps Casimir in the face and quiet for a moment.
He hasn't said
Tail in your mouth.
You slide.
The minute
Just
you
tail
do
right in the
that,
mouth. Yep.
An X just pops up over Casimir's face.
Nice. What about it? Scary mission. Sounds awful. Someone's gonna die. We have to pay the price. What do y'all
Someone's
think?
gonna die?
Probably. I don't know. She made it sound ominous. She said the word omens a lot. And that, you know,
Yeah, who is that guy?
it's not a guy. It's a terminology. It's very bad. If someone says omen, not a good thing. Okay, no, I'm being informed that's a half truth.
Unless they're saying, "Oh man,
It's like,
oh man,"
"Oh,
that's
man."
different.
then they're having sex. But you all in on this?
1st of May.
I
1st.
Yes.
Great, that's good enough for me. Carl, Veil Pip.
You just see Carl slowly swing around. He's been flying around the group for a little bit. What you need, my friend?
You in on this?
Hell yeah! You
Great.
just hear Veilpip go. Got anything better to do?
I don't know what he just said. Spin around again, look at Casimir. I ain't got anything better to do, so...
You understand that you could all die, right?
There's a chance I won't wake up tomorrow.
sometime.
Whatever he just said.
I don't know why I care, but for some reason this time I do.
Huh.
Right?
That's a mistake.
Let's go find this last stone. Shouldn't be too hard. We found 4 of the 5 pretty easily.
Okay.
Maybe this one could be louder so it's easier to find.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Have you tried putting the 4 together to see if you can hear anything?
She's gonna grab them all off of her ears and like put them together and then listen.
Drag Casimir with the hair, get his ear up next to it, put my ear up on the other side.
Veilpip just shows up with one of those great big deaf horns stuck up to his ear.
And it's going up from down.
Yeah, it's the opposite direction it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Giving him leverage.
Quiet. Everybody quiet.
Shh, 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 shh.
Oh.
We hear the ocean.
No, the sound is a little bit louder. There's like a little bit of a, so it's still very whispery, barely there, but you also hear like this tiny, high-pitched whining sound, like something
Oh,
spinning really fast.
the kids are whining. They're
And
crying
going
now,
in
guys.
circles.
Spinning, crying.
That
I don't
sounds
think that's
about
a good
right.
sign.
Aren't they normally crying?
A lot of kids do. So I guess that makes sense. Maybe they're stuck on the merry-go-round.
That would be bad. What's a merry-go-round?
It's where you get on this thing and you spin around, round, round. You get really dizzy and sick
Oh,
because you're
never been
eating
on
too
one.
much candy and you probably need to throw up.
Candy?
Yeah. Don't tell me.
She
Wait.
puts him down. She like looks at you.
You've
You
never
had candy before, right?
Yes.
Insight
Casimir
check.
does the snap. Just do this the snap neck back look at Clyde. He's lying. You know that, right?
With a 7 insight. And
No,
Cazador,
you don't. Okay.
Casimir saying that.
Cazador.
Cazador.
That's the door.
Yeah,
there.
it's
So
yeah,
I
it's
rolled-
yeah, it's right. Well, no, it's right next to the Casimir in the bathroom. It's the Cazador right next to the Casimir
Nice.
and the Casabath.
So I rolled deception. I got a 7.
Mm.
Rolled a 6 plus 1.
Oh, so we. What do you do when you?
I think it's meets
Meat.
beats usually, and
Meat,
she was the
beats, yeah,
challenger,
meats.
so you beat.
Oh. Okay,
So
cool.
you
He's never had candy.
I should run, right? I should run.
It's good. It's so no wait. It's
He
good.
just grabbed-
Veilpip's
Casimir just
gonna
grabs
pull
him by
out
the
some
scruff of his
cotton
neck.
candy.
Jumping off as he gets grabbed by the scruff. Ah!
Trust me. No, trust me. You'll
I'll
like
open
this.
up my pack, pull out this big fluffy pink thing. Kind of looks like my hair, and I'll like push it in your face.
Veilpip was holding what looked to be that in his hand, and the minute he sees that,
It
he's just
dissolves
like,
in your
"Oh,
mouth.
It's so good,
There are
right?
so many instincts in me that are dying right now.
Whatever you do, don't put it in water. You'll be fucking pissed.
That's all I want to do. I have to clean my food before I eat it, but this won't last inside cleaning. I have to eat it. I can't clean it.
You have to eat it without cleaning.
This is...
If you put it in water, it will go away. I learned that the hard way.
Casimir reaches up and pulls a little piece off and...
Yeah, Veil Pip is gonna pull off a little chunk and just...
Look what you've done, Clyde. You broke him.
It's the roommate!
Delicious. Very tasty. They do a good job on this stuff here.
Oh, he's
I-
back!
This is killing him inside.
Better.
Every moment I enjoy. What were we talking about? Sorry, I've been gone for a while. He panicked
We
and
were
retreated.
trying-
Poor thing.
We were trying to
met
figure
an
out
old,
what the crazy old
moist
lady we're
woman.
talking about.
Oh. I think it was you. You're the only one hot enough here.
Hot enough.
Be the crazy old lady?
Oh, good. She doesn't get it. Even more juicy.
I think he was talking about you, Casimir. You sit in fire.
Uncomfy. No.
Did you hear that, Casimir? The good big Minotaur thinks you're sexy.
Did he shapeshift, or is he still in the
Oh, he's still
in the raccoon body? Okay.
No, but we know what he looks like.
Yep.
Wait. You really think I'm a Minotaur?
No, but that's the face that you were stuck with now.
Oh, really is it? I'm gonna jump down.
That's just gonna be what I think of.
Well, then how about you think of this one? I'm gonna bend over, stick up my rear at them, and shapeshift into my monk form, which is a tabaxi.
Did he just moon us?
Look at this wonderful little booty!
Just a little bit.
Look, and I even have a tail!
I want a tail.
Stands up straight. Nah.
Okay, wait. Veil Pip would like to use minor illusion to cast laser pointer.
Yes.
Or prestidigitation, or whatever I have. I cast laser pointer.
I do believe we were heading off to some kind of mountain to die. Exciting.
Isn't it nighttime?
Is it?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, I
don't
couldn't
think
tell.
so.
It was very
And it's
foggy.
raining.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah.
set
That's
out
right.
late yesterday.
Yeah, we should probably rest.
Well, the rain has started to abate somewhat. Now it's just kind of barely there. Still lots of fog.
Veil Pip is gonna hop up on Collide's shoulder and start ritual casting Tiny Hut.
And can
I
everyone...
That's a
Aren't we
good
in
spot.
town?
No,
There's
we're out
a
of time.
town.
Right?
You're out of that
We're out
town.
We're out in the
The
woods.
monk that you passed on the way mentioned that past her hut there is a small village.
Can we just
Also,
go
can everyone-
stay?
A perception check.
Oh no, I'm all.
Clyde at disadvantage.
Why me? Oh, That's not
'cause
fair.
Candy was mentioned.
No.
As Candy was mentioned, and you have a floppy wizard hat sitting on your shoulder.
Okay.
13.
that's not fair. I rolled my other dice, which I believe was a 13, but then my other dice knocked it over, and it made the other one a natural 20. But I know it wasn't. That wasn't real,
Aw.
and it's at disadvantage anyways.
They're teasing you.
Yeah. Oh, good. I have +6.
I got a 23.
13.
I heard 13, 23, and what?
I got a 7.
7.
Look, Veil Pip sucks at perception checks.
Okay. Ward, You, as you're turning, saying, "Oh, I think we're gonna go find a mountain and die." A little piece of the memory right before Edward transformed comes to mind. He, as Clyde was moving her hands away from her ears, you noticed that the sound shifted in pitch as she moved her two hands apart.
The stones?
The tiny little whine
What
shifted as
stops
she.
mid-step? Spins on heels like Casimir. Hang on. Very creepily just walks forward, torso staying completely still, only really just the knees and the bottom of the feet moving, the hips staying still.
Oh, the weird glide.
The weird glide gets right up to you, Casimir.
Creepy.
What are those up to your ear again?
To Casimir or to
To Clyde.
Clyde?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
to Clyde. Put
These?
your ear again, yes, just like you were.
Mine?
Yes, all the children. Get all your whispering children up to your ear. Very good. Now, take two of them into one hand. Continue wearing one inside your ear. I'm going to sneak around here. I'm going to take one of those from that hand. And take the other one inside the other hand. So you're holding two now, yes? You've got one in one hand, one in the other hand.
Uh-huh.
Very good. Now, the one here, I'm going to take her hand and just guide her through the process. I want you to just very slowly pull it away like this. Yes, you get the sense?
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
I'm going to put it back by your ear
Alright.
now. And the other one,
Okay.
I'll take the other hand. You're going to do the same thing, but you'll do it at the same time. So they'll both be moving back at the same distance, at the same time, but no different angles, like this.
Oh.
Like this. So one's going in front, one's going this way. And I'm going to take this other one, and I'm going to go behind. So you're going side in your face.
What, are
at
we
this here.
dancing right
No,
now? What's going
no,
on?
You're listening.
Fail.
Listening.
Okay.
Del Pip would like to cast minor illusion of a hamster just like spinning in a hamster wheel behind Clyde's head. No, the
We're
hamster is
listening.
just...
Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing to see at all. Anyway, right. So put them all by ear and listen very carefully. Everyone else come here as well. You listen too. Very slowly now. Start moving your hands away. I'm going to start pulling my hand away at the same time. I'm going to listen real hard to what the children sound like.
As you're the sense of something spinning decreases, and you can detect that each is almost more like a singular pinging sound.
Ooh, do you hear that? What do you think of
They make-
that?
They like beep. They like
It's a very
beep.
different sound, isn't it?
beep, 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 beep.
Everybody
beep,
try
beep, beep,
rotating.
Beep, beep, beep.
Rotating? How do you
Clyde
mean?
starts spinning.
I start spinning with her.
Does the intensity of the beeps change? Or does anything about the beeps change?
Oh, I understand. I start spinning in with direction. Put my hand on the other shoulder of Clyde and guide her. All right, let's listen very carefully. Is it more intense when you face this way, or is it more intense when you face this way, or is it more intense when you face this way?
I'm listening.
The as you were when you were spinning, obviously the sound moves with them. When you get closer to each other, they start synchronizing. So it's kind of like a beep, 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 beep.
They're
beep.
they're
I
metronome.
can't do both of them.
Yeah, they're synchronizing like metronomes do.
They're like
Beep, beep,
calling
beep,
out
beep,
to
beep,
each
beep,
other. They want to like find each other. Aww.
Then we could
They're like a
both
family.
use it to find the fifth one.
Find the sibling.
May I? Hold on. If you would, let me see all four.
He's going to need to borrow your
Wow.
earring, dear.
Michael, can they fit together? Is there
like physically
do they
fit these
interlock
together?
and physically fit together, or are they pulled to each other? Anything like that?
Nothing like that. They look like very distinct chips of rock that, they're all the same material, but there's not like an obvious puzzle piece or anything.
And now that all four are
They'll
together and
interlock like
touching,
Legos.
is it just a single pulse?
It becomes that high-pitched spinning sound.
Does changing the direction they're pointing change anything?
As you turn these ways, it sounds the same, but as you turn and face northwest, northwest, the spinning decreases and becomes more like a tone, like a held note.
Sounds like tinnitus.
I think we're supposed to go this way.
Tonight?
My. What a clever man. She has a point, though. We should probably rest.
But
Agreed.
remember that for tomorrow.
That direction.
He will slightly reluctantly hand them back to Clyde.
Did you want to keep them?
And he says, "No, they are yours."
Well, some of them I got. Technically, I only got one. The rest of us found the other ones.
One for each of us.
No,
Except
no,
you.
Yeah.
no.
Here you go.
I am not accepting any children. Thank you. You can keep it for yourself. They are
Okay,
not my
2 for
responsibility.
me,
They are yours.
1 for you, and 1 for you.
See, you need 2 earrings, 1 in each ear.
I guess. My ears are already, covered in piercings, though.
Besides, where am I going to put it? I'm literally wearing myself.
Do you want to pierce your ears?
It would fall out
Or
as
something
soon as
else?
I change back. You'll need to do that with Ed.
Ooh. Okay. Why? You don't want any?
No, it's because you see these clothes. It's me, quite literally. I'm technically naked right now.
Huh?
I make my
But you're
own
not.
clothes out of myself.
You can see Veil Pip
Wow,
cast
it's so
Sensor
sustainable
Bar.
of you. I love that. Respect.
She is just so adorable. All right, Hobo Wizard, we need you to do your strange little arcane thing and create this weird dome.
Veil Pip has been spending the last 10 minutes just ritual casting Tiny Hut on Clyde's shoulder. And is Clyde in a good spot for this to pop off? Or are we next to a tree?
Ready, Papa?
Ready, Papa?
Pop off on my shoulder.
You're a little more out in the open.
Okay. Veil Pip is just going to go, good enough, and cast Tiny Hut.
Next time you better warn me that's gonna happen.
Oh,
Anyway.
he's very rude about that. Trust me. That's why he never got called back in college.
Cold consent, goodness.
Just suddenly, popping off. that can surprise a woman. Anyway.
Could surprise a gentleman as well, trust me.
That's true.
I mean, okay, look, he did just ask for the Hobo Wizard to do his thing, so.
Oh dear, I did ask for that.
It's not like this was an unsolicited tiny hutting.
Oh,
Does
we
this,
lost Murray.
Does this tiny hut have a wooden outdoor seating area?
Does it only
Does it have a
become
nice-
transparent
does
in
it have-
certain
does it have a nice
areas
deck?
when we insert coins into the tiny hut?
No, it is not a peep show.
No. It's gotta have a small outdoor
No.
seating area and
No,
like a deck.
No, instead there's two little two little lenses on the outside and a hand crank.
It's nice to have a tiny hut with a good deck. I mean, deck.
It has to have a deck. If you trim the
Oh,
bushes around it, it looks bigger.
Have you painted your deck lately?
You
Have
painted
you
your deck
painted your
lately?
dick lately? Yes.
Don't forget to seal your dick. It's very important to the health of your dick.
Did you all go into the tiny hut?
Yes.
Take a long
we're-
rest.
Yeah.
Most of you are probably
Popping
inside
up
the tiny
around
hut
us.
when it got cast.
As soon as we get
Except for-
inside, Ward sits down, Tail goes around, and I'm like, Ed has a tradition, doesn't he, where he asks really compromising questions. Should we do that again tonight?
Yeah. Where is your most embarrassing tattoo?
I don't have any. Actually, technically, a tattoo is something that has ink inside of it that you wear. In that case, the entirety of Ed is my most embarrassing tattoo.
Veil Pip is going to cast 4th level Tiny Servant, so we now have 3 little balls of soot running around doing servant stuff again.
How about you, Casimir? You got a tramp stamp?
What?
Hmm?
No, I have no permanent marks on my skin.
Just on his soul.
Oh.
Hey, listen, I resemble that remark.
Yes, you do resemble
Your
it. That's why I
soul
said it.
tattooed? Whoa, that's so intense.
With a cotton
Totally
gin.
metal.
Totally.
Totally metal.
What kind of procedures does that take? What kind of payment will that take? Who even does those? I don't think I know a soul tattoo artist.
That's because
Sounds
it's my
very painful.
soul tattoo.
Bum 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 bum.
Nope, no tattoos to speak of.
Oh. Yeah, Pip.
I was thinking of this, but this might be more appropriate for a different character, actually. No, screw it. Veil Pip is going to take his robe off real quick, show his, again, power builder gnome back, and you're just going to see a tattoo on his back that says, "Love Mom."
Aww.
That's awesome.
Love Mom. Aw, classic.
That explains
I
a
love
lot.
it. Classic.
And you?
I don't suppose Carl?
Oh, he's just a bird. No one cares about birds. They're just dinner. I'm kidding, Carl. Of course we care about you.
Dinner? That sounds like an Edward thing
Look,
to
brother.
say. Ed.
Look, tattoos and feather fiends don't really go well together, so I'm afraid I don't have any tattoos.
Oh.
Although I did have an aunt with a tramp stamp. I'm not sure how she pulled that off.
You can't pull it off. They're permanent.
I disagree. You can peel skin. Depends on how deep you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Michael on this one.
Wouldn't recommend it, though. There was one form I took that he really enjoyed skinning people. Found it quite fascinating studying his techniques for a while, but eventually he got caught and executed, and, well, you have to move on with
Oh.
life.
That's a bummer.
Oh, he was awful. He deserved it.
Oh, okay.
Clyde is gonna get this like really far off like look and like think about like her tattoos.
I have so many. But I guess the most embarrassing. I like a scar cover up. Like right under here. It's kind of nasty. I don't like people looking at it.
Scars are a tattoo of a more natural kind. They're ones you don't choose to get, but have all the same.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
That's right, I don't
I
like
actually
my
don't.
scar either, and I have to walk around in it.
Your body?
It's prison pocket.
Edward, yes, my prison pocket. Well, no, Ed. Gah! He's mine.
Weird. Yeah. I don't get good feelings about that one, though. All the rest of them are fun. The other one is not so fun.
Did someone try to take your head off?
No.
Just
Unless you
seems-
mean, like, yell at me? Some people say, like, oh,
No.
they yelled at me. They yelled my head off.
No,
did
it
someone
just
try
seems-
to cut it off?
Seems like a curious place to have a scar.
Yeah?
Did someone try to hang you?
No.
Was it consensual?
No.
No, God.
Did someone slit your throat?
No. It was a
Inside
burn.
chair. Oh, burn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like all here and here. Not
Didn't
comfy.
anyone ever tell you to blow on your food before eating it?
I poof my food. I learned how to do that. Poof, poof, eat.
Too easy.
It's gonna take me a while to control myself on this one.
Anyways, if you ever see me shying away from iron, that's why.
I'm sorry. Oh, dear.
Why that just killed me?
Yeah. I think we all understand that most of us have very tragic and terrible backstories, including you, Carl. Being bonded to a hobo wizard can't be pleasant for someone with standards like your own. But my question here is, what makes you fit in, Veilpip? We're all broken and scarred individuals here. What's your story? What broke you?
Oh, how do I describe this in Veilpip terms? Holy shit.
Casimir, you're going to need to translate.
Oh no.
No, let me see. What do
Clearly it wasn't your mother. You still are proud of that tattoo?
Veilpip is going to cast Minor Illusion, and you're just going to see a picture, a little table show up in front of you. And on this table, you see a bunch of little figurines that are standing about, like an inch tall. And there's a screen sitting on one side that stands up about, it just towers above these little figures. It almost looks like a castle stretching out into the sky. And then you see a bunch of aliens sitting around the table. And they're looking over math rocks.
Oh no. What? How meta.
God.
Well, I think that's enough of the fourth wall for me. Good night.
Veilpip just nods his head and keeps walking. Or just keep sipping
Good game,
whatever
by the
is being
way.
passed around.
You'd be surprised how long the fourth wall's been around. I do love breaking it.
Look, it's not the fourth wall, it's the fourth trampoline.
Right, because he keeps bouncing off of it.
It
Yeah,
You
keeps
just bounce
bouncing
around a
back.
few times.
Yeah.
I think it's canon now that there's a game called The Fourth Wall in this world.
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure Veilpip is wanted by them.
Yes, they want their president of the club back.
You need to come back. Ever since you graduated, ever since you dropped out of college, things haven't been the same. Come on, you need to come back, please.
We need our GM. None of us want to do it.
Maybe that's why he left. Glorple Schmoop's been doing it for the last 2 years, but he just keeps trying to make us do his freaking erotic fan fiction RPG.
And he's only got one voice. So all we hear is, oh, Carl. Yes, Brandy. Oh, Carl. Yes, Brandy.
What? This? You never even liked me. You said I couldn't even hang out during what was it? Battle Mace 40,000 night.
I loved that game. You guys had that game too?
Oh boy, we are digressing.
Yeah, while
Strangely
it's while that animated discussion happened around the image that Vale Pip conjured, Casimir will slip quietly out of the hut and walk a short distance away by himself.
Time for edgelord shit.
Out into the rain.
Time to be dark and mysterious.
In the rain, even. This is perfect.
And in the rain, yeah, exactly.
So instead of going
crackling in the
Sebastian, we need to go Casimir.
As you go out, it's still lightly raining for a few steps, and then as you get out, the rain stops. You look up; it was already the clouds have already started drifting apart, kind of. Starting to clear up.
Mm-hmm.
And you catch a glimpse of the moon, one of the moons. And as you watch, you notice that there's a odd red tint to it. It's not like you've seen before. Were you going to be doing anything in particular while you're out there?
Well, now I'm looking at the red moon. But no, he walks away from the cabin or from the hut and just stands and stares at the moon for a minute, and then, well, I guess realistically there's not anybody to see it, but he
I mean, there could be a tiny servant on your shoulder.
It's true. He drops to his knees and his shoulders begin to shake.
By the way, there is a tiny servant. There is a tiny servant observing this because, there's one of them at the perimeter, so
Yeah.
There's just this little spider over there on the horizon with a pair of
with binoculars.
goggles. Yeah, just staring at Casimir, going. We're whalers on the moon. We carry our harpoon.
We like the moon because it is close to us.
I wasn't saying it. I wasn't saying it.
I tried to distract them. They went the other way anyways.
So, Casimir's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tiny servant watching him. Vale Pip is back inside, completely unaware until the servant comes back and whispers it in his ear, so.
When Casimir does look up,
Mm-hmm.
he sees that the moon is much darker and redder.
Oh, are we getting a lunar eclipse?
Yeah.
That's not Very rarely do happy things happen in stories during eclipses.
It's all fine.
Or is everything that we killed gonna suddenly come back to life?
Oh yes.
Yep, except that the skeletons
blood
will
moon
stay skeletons
rises
for
once
some
again.
unknown reason.
For some unknown reason, and some of them will have slightly different colors and be a little harder to kill this time around.
Yeah, this one over here is yellow. That one over there is blue. That one over there is surrounded by lightning, and he has 2 stars next to his name. So maybe stay away from
No,
him.
Yeah,
They're all exactly the same. If you walk back where you were, you'll find every
Everything's
Everyone-
reset. We've hit the refresh point of the campaign. Even Leon's
Good.
back.
We get more
Safe.
XP too,
Safe.
or do we have to get that again?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Everyone hit that F5 key.
F5.
F5. Quick save. Quick save.
It's time for double experience.
Oh no.
and as you watch,
Am I
Fireworks ready.
am I sensing anything changing around me in the flows of magic?
not in the flows of magic here, but just as you're about to relax, you do feel a hunting sensation.
Oh dear.
Haunting or hunting?
Here we go.
Both. Something that you've dreaded
Mhm.
every time you've moved.
Running out of time.
But as you watch, the moon's light begins to shift back toward normal, and soon it's the normal moon shining down, clouds are disappearing, and the presence is gone for now.
This planet has multiple moons, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay. That tells me a lot. Okay.
I'm not actually sure if that was sarcasm or not.
I'm sorry. Oh, that tells me a lot. There's that better.
Oh, okay.
No, that's no, actually,
mommy's mad, aren't they?
No, I just have a theory now. A game theory. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
At least he's not screaming about the holodeck.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're not going down that rabbit hole again. Anyway,
You
the
do
rest of you
anything
can
else?
carry on cavorting. I just, had to go out and do edgelord stuff.
Edgelord stuff.
While
Okay.
a cute little spider mite just looks at you with binoculars.
Uh-huh.
You get at some point the passive perception of 18 of this form. You'll notice that Casimir's gone. Say something to get the others to, quibble about themselves and then slip out himself. And just calmly walks up. Lops down next to you. Echoes. What do you think she meant by that?
Casimir's hair is kind of fallen in front of his face. And you hear him just kind of, without the characteristic cheerfulness in his voice, say, you make it's very difficult to be alone when people follow you.
No, that's the point of
Yes.
following them.
He will tilt his head back, and the smile is gone. And you can see that there are tears in his eyes.
Oh.
Mm.
And he sighs and says, "You're all going to die. And it's going to be my fault."
Very well. It's been a fun millennia.
But for the first time in a long time, I'm not sure I'm okay with it being my fault.
That is a dilemma. One to ponder. In my time, I've seen a great many things come and go, rise in power and fall in power. I've absorbed so much inside my own structure that I forget much of it myself at times. A life is meant to journey until its end. Its end is not your fault unless you're the one holding the weapon or the deed that did it. You are just trying to free yourself. I think what Ed did earlier was an attempt at freeing your subconscious burden. We're all volunteering for this, Casimir. It is not your decision to drag us into it. We could leave at any moment.
Oh,
We're not going
no,
to.
no. Ugh, you don't understand. You're all going to die anyway. Everyone on this world is going to die. And I'm the harbinger of that death. And there's nothing I can do to stop it.
What is this thing to say? If there's nothing you can do to stop it, then maybe there's something someone else can do to stop it. Just because your capabilities are lacking in it doesn't mean there's others aren't. I mean, Clytastrophe, for one. I mean, it's in her name. She very well could make this whole thing a catastrophe for whatever it is that's bringing those ripples into our lives. Who knows what Veilpip's really actually capable of? I don't buy that 2-bit hobo wizard thing for one moment. He's hiding something. My point is, do not lose the faith of the people who have volunteered to help you through this entire journey. Their capabilities combined might actually do something. You alone, sure, I agree. You're going to get crushed and this world is going to die. You with Veilpip? Maybe also, yes. You're going to get crushed and this world is going to die.
Ow?
But you with me and Clytastrophe and Carl. We are going to rule this world all over again. And I don't mean rule it with like a big old stick or something. I mean rule it from its own ruin and destruction. Have a little faith, my good man. We're putting it in you. Show it for yourself. Come on, I want to hear you say it.
Why?
Because the first step
Why
is
do you want to...
waking up.
No,
and
why do you
acknowledging.
want to help me?
It's affirmation time.
I don't know. Why do I do anything?
That was
Curiosity.
literally what I was asking.
Yes, well, it's curiosity, curiosity. I study, I learn, and even through my own demise, in the end, I will be learning something. I will be learning what it is to finally die. My entire existence is knowledge, Casimir. If I am not experiencing something, then I am not learning, so I am not fulfilling my purpose. Wherever it leads me, I will follow. And I'm quite curious to what's going on with you, so I would very much like to keep traveling with you.
So Casimir has the ability to telepathically speak with anybody nearby. Can we temporarily morph that ability to let me share a memory with Ward?
Eat my pictures.
Sure. Does he have to be willing? Or, I mean, you could even ask him or something.
I don't remember if he has to be or not.
Which one is it?
I'm looking. Hold on. Features and traits. It is under...
I mean, I'm fine with you hand-waving it just as long as
Yeah, no, it's... Hold on, I'm trying to find it, because I know I have it. Awakened mind. I can telepathically speak to any creature I can see within 30 feet of you if it understands at least one language.
Normally you can't, it has to be words because of the language thing. However, this is so strong and pressing, you're able to convey at least a part of it.
Casimir will just reaches out and touches. Well, he'll try to. It's a cat. It might, do the thing that cats do.
Ooh,
Become liquid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to pet me?
Pet me? Yes. But attempts to touch his forehead. And for a split second, you see a scene of absolute desolation. It's not that the structures are broken. It's that there is no color or life in anything. It's not just a lack of color. It's like the concept of color has been stripped away from the world. It's not that the plants are brown. It's like they never lived to begin with. And while there are people there is... It's like the life has been sucked out of the people, but more than the life, the joy. Like the music is gone from their souls. And even though it feels like there ought to be screaming and wailing and gnashing of teeth and winds and fire, all you can hear is this oppressive silence. As if something took all the life, the joy, everything that makes life worth living and ripped it away from this scene. And as you feel the memory, you can feel it getting sucked out of you as well. Your voice getting pulled away. Your ability to sing, to dance, to laugh, to be curious, to love, all of it just getting yanked out of you. And then the memory abruptly fades out. And he says, you want to learn that. That's what's going to happen if we don't stop it.
His eyes are swimming with fascination. How did they do it?
If I knew that answer, I might be able to put up more of a fight.
Well, then let's find out. I live to study, Casimir. You can't scare me with images like this. I've seen planets die before. Not in entirely that way before. That's a whole different kind of death. Oh boy. But...
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed you know what a planet is.
I've been to
Very good.
many.
Well, then maybe there is hope for us. Who knows? Maybe this crazy band of misfits that somehow I find myself in can do more than I think.
See? Slaps him on the shoulder. What a positive, good way of saying it. There are things you don't know about us, and things we don't know about you. You could be still surprised.
Oh, I'm believe me, I'm surprised every day.
Good. Let's keep it that way. Stand up. Pat his head a few times. Good talk. I'll leave you to cry in the right now.
Yes.
Okay, you can.
I love the
continue
picture of the
crying.
cat petting the person.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's like pats a few times. Ooh, Pookie.
Pokey.
Pookie.
You have sharp hair.
Yes. I'm
Once
40% porcupine.
Once I get back into the
Stay away
tiny
from my
hut,
balloons.
I sit down. It's like, Casimir's having a moment of self-doubt. If anyone else would like to have a go at, cheering him up, you feel free.
Casimir's sad?
Terribly.
I'm going.
Oh no. Oh god! Oh god! No!
You're
For
just
you.
going to see this look on Vale Pip's, well, as much as you can see of his face, just going, "Oh God, that's going to end horribly." Well, anyways, hey, he can't leave the cabin or he can't leave the hut without it disappearing. He's staying in the
Oh
hut.
shoot! Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. By the
She will come
time
up to you and she will hug you incredibly tight.
I'm so sorry that you're sad.
breathe air.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Sometimes I get a little excited when people need hugs. So sorry.
Plus 3 strength against -1 strength. Anyway.
Yeah, basically. he is not a muscular individual by any stretch of the imagination. He kind of shakes himself, and his customary smile is back on his face, and he says, never fear, dear Clyde. I will be all right. It's just out enjoying the moonlight.
Where's the moon?
It's still out, isn't it?
Yeah, it came back.
Oh.
It's right over there.
Why is it
Yeah.
red?
You know,
Is that normal?
think of the red as the finger paint.
Oh no.
The moon is moist
Yeah.
at the moment.
Moist moon. I don't like it.
Nah, I don't
like
either.
it.
It's very important that we.
Now
we
I know
stop
why
it.
you're sad. Let's get away from here. Come on.
I agree.
Moist
Back to the
baby. Moist.
I also likewise apologize to everybody who doesn't like that word. I'm sorry for what I started.
The first part
I'm
of the
partially
session is definitely getting named.
Moist.
The moist
moist
maker?
with magic. It's moist with magic.
It's
It's
on
on
my
a
notes
sticky
too.
note, so it's happening.
The title becomes the trigger warning.
The title becomes what trigger warning next.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
All right. Anything else? Or are you gonna long resty rest now?
I think it's a long rest time.
I
Okay.
think so too.
I didn't use any spells or lose any damage, so
I used one spell slot that day, and that was literally on the servants that are now running around. So. Was an easy day for Vale Pip.
Yeah, not too much happened.
We had tea with an old hermit lady, and
Be with the old hermit lady and all that fun stuff.
Now listen here, back when I was a boy,
That's a good point, yeah.
it seems good.
All right. Yeah. So as you all take a rest, we'll take a break.
Get a break.
You just, as we fade, you just see Vale Pip going around going, "Oh God, they're still doing it. Oh God."
What?
Carl.
Before
Brandy,
then he
Carl,
goes to
Brandy.
sleep.
The end may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. May peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles